Good Packer Nation morning, everybody. It is Thursday, and the regular season is here, folks. While you get on, go ahead and heart me if you are happy that regular season football, the real deal, the stuff that matters, is back. Carolina Panthers playing the Denver Broncos tonight in a Super Bowl rematch. I'm going to be watching every minute of that game. And yeah, as we get started, let me know who you are and where you're from. Let's do some Packer Nation roll call. Thursday morning, regular season opener. Heart me if it's a happy day for you today, because it's a happy day for me. Grayson is back. The pink shirt. Hector, again, man. Regulars are all on. Yeah, everybody's giving me crap about it, but they all really love it too. And you know what? Let me just explain this, because if you go to the Packer Pro Shop, I got this at the Pro Shop at Lambeau, and there they have a whole series of these in different colors, like blue, this sort of red, heather red. There's a ton of different colors, so check it out at the Pro Shop. Trent is here. He's happy for the regular season as well. Scotty, Thomas, Michael, Annette. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had it right. Wayne, Mark, and DM Kreutzer. Good morning from Adelanto, California. Where's Adelanto, California? How cool. Stephanie, Rich, Kevin, Maurice, Todd, and Todd. All right. We got Scotty on board. He says, real men wear pink. I'm with you, man. Yeah, I had somebody, it's funny because I had a pink shirt on at one time when I did a podcast before, and somebody gave me crap about it. But I watched this guy. He's actually he's an ex Navy SEALs concealed carry holder. He was doing a video on that, and he got on, and he always has weird shirts on. And he's like, dudes, I just want to let you know that if you diss me about my shirt, I win automatically, because it just means that you're jealous. So I kind of carry that same tune. All right, guys, regular season is here. But I do want to let you know, I'm not going to talk a whole lot. We got Steven from Wisconsin. Good deal. How's Wisconsin doing? It's beautiful down here. Might get up to about 90 degrees. But we are going to be talking about the Packers-Jaguars matchup today. A little bit of maybe reflection on the off-season. But not so much about the game tonight, because, again, we have an event going on tonight. I'm going to jump back on before the game tonight and do another live show, and I'll probably talk about predictions then, and we'll talk about the Denver Broncos a little bit, but then we're also going to be talking about the new game that's coming out. So I will put that off until then, but let's take a little look at something right here. Packers injury report, okay? And so what we've got here, we got now, and this I don't like to see, but we got Chris Banjo had a hamstring. He did not participate. Trevor Davis was a limited participation with that shoulder injury. J-Ron Elliott, of course, did not participate with the hamstring. Look at this hamstring theme already coming up. I don't like it a bit. Josh Hawkins, hamstring, did not participate. Jeff Janis with the hand was a full participant. That's good to hear. And Justin Perillo with his knee did not participate. So one thing we can say is that we did escape the preseason fairly healthy. That's extremely important, knock on wood. And of course, we want to carry that through to the regular season. But here's what I'm kind of excited about. Anybody got an idea who I'm excited is not on the injury report right now and was a full participant and is going to finally trot out on the field against, give me a thumbs up if you're happy that Jordy Nelson is going to step out on the field. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I am very happy to see him not on the injury report for the first time in freaking forever. And Adam's asking what's up with the hamstrings. We have seen this happen time and time again, and those hamstrings can be nagging injuries, and we've got a grueling season ahead of us, 16 games. The thumbs up are rolling in. Jordy is off the injury list, and the clouds part, and all is right with the world. I can't wait to see Jordy Nelson trot out on the field, and I've got a few comments I want to make about him, because actually right before I got on the podcast, or on the video blog here, the live show, I was listening to, and I love what Packers.com has been doing. Wes Hotkwitz and Mike Spofford have a great podcast, Packers Unplugged, I think it's called. You can just check it out at Packers.com, of course. But it was funny because they were talking about, of course, what are the Jacksonville Jaguars going to do with Jordy Nelson, and what are the Packers going to do with Jordy Nelson? I think we've talked a little bit more about what the Packers are going to do with Jordy Nelson. Hopefully, it looks like he's going to be on a bit of a pitch count. I'm totally okay with that because, again, remember, what is our second game of the season? We got to trot into Minnesota and try to get another win there on the road in their new U.S. Bank Stadium. So I'm okay with that. And of course, the Packers can monitor the situation if they absolutely need Jordy Nelson. Something goes awry and we're behind in that game. Of course, after a rest, he could be put back in. But I'm very happy that it looks like, and again, of course, the Packers aren't going to let any on as far as how many reps how many plays he's going to play, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I do think that they're managing him well, and I'm realizing that I didn't put my mic on, so I think you guys can hear me just fine, but I'm going to plug that in right here. But the interesting thing to me is from the Jacksonville Jaguars side of it, okay? So they're basically number one. They got Jalen Ramsey, brand new rookie. Devon House is their number one cornerback, and he usually plays opposite of where Jordy Nelson would be. So the question then becomes, do the Jacksonville Jaguars put Ramsey out there against Nelson and just play their sets and see how he does, or do they start to move Devon House around and have him follow Jordy Nelson around? It will be interesting to watch how the Jacksonville Jaguars handle this. Remember, this is the Jordy Nelson that absolutely destroyed Calvin Pryor, remember, from the Jets, who came out, and we had a young guy named Clinton Dix that we had chosen. Calvin Pryor had gone to the Jets, and his coach had said something about they picked Pryor because he's the guy that'll hit you in the mouth, and he was the guy that Jordy Nelson absolutely jobbed for a touchdown. And so Jalen Ramsey, he's on notice right now. If the Jacksonville Jaguars decide to put them out, that is a big risk. He's looks like a good up-and-coming player, but he has never faced the likes of Jordy Nelson before. So we'll see what happens with that. I suspect that if they do that, then early on they're going to have to make a switch, and they're going to have Devon House match up against Jordy Nelson because, again, if I'm the coach, I'm looking at Devon House. Devon House is a guy that's played against Jordy Nelson snap after snap after snap, and the Packers wide receiver core has great respect for what House brings to the table. Devon House was one of those guys that really could give Jordy a bit of a run for his money from time to time. Then you add the familiarity plus the fact that he has so much more experience. To my mind, the idea would be match House up, have him follow Jordy around. But again, that also puts pressure on Jalen Ramsey as well because now he's moving around. Now, how well does he understand the playbook? It says Ramsey is quite the athlete. Hey there, Chad. That's my brother-in-law Chad jumping on. But that's the point. Is I don't think athlete to athlete, unless Jordy has taken a step back because of his injury, Jordy's will be just fine against Jalen. My thinking is you got to put House on Jordy. You have to. Jalen is still going to maybe have his struggles because now he's going to have to be working sides of the field that perhaps he's not as familiar with. But it looks to me like a recipe for disaster for a young player to the first regular season game of his career. You put him out against Jordy Nelson, and you know Aaron Rodgers just can't wait to pull the trigger on a Jordy Nelson touchdown right now. I mean, when Jordy Nelson makes a break, and Aaron Rodgers sees the pregame set is right, he is going to let fly, folks. You just know it. You just know he's waiting for the opportunity. And if they put Jalen Ramsey on him, that becomes even more so an opportunity for Jordy Nelson to make a statement in this game. So those are some thoughts on Jordy. Mostly just happy that he's back, want him to stay healthy. I do have concern. I mentioned yesterday about him getting too many reps. My main concern is that we just manage him for the long haul because that second game of the season is one that looks, aside from the fact that Bridgewater got knocked out for the year, that game looked extremely difficult. I see Rick's on today. I didn't catch what you said, but that game looks extremely difficult, and this is a long season, okay? So from the standpoint of the Packers offense, I frankly just can't wait. I've said it in the past. I think this is an opportunity. I think this is a very real opportunity for the Green Bay Packers offense to show some big things. I'll get more into that with my prediction tomorrow on Prediction Friday. I've already expressed like how I think the strategy should go. I do want to clarify though, I would never predict my own strategy in this case. I have something in mind that I think is exactly what's going to happen. I'll let you know about that tomorrow too. I got a feeling I know what the first play of the game will be. So I will mention that tomorrow again. But how about the defensive side of the ball here? Now we've got a Jacksonville Jaguars team that was 27th in the league in rushing, I think. They bring in Chris Ivory because they wanted to add a little thunder to their offensive backfield. Chris Ivory is actually, he's tweaked a calf. He's dinged up a little bit. Yeldon does a good job. He's a nifty guy. But if our defense, like I said yesterday, if our defense can stop the run with sort of its basic set and maybe stay in nickel and dime without having to stack the box, good things are going to happen for this defense and this Packers team. The big question mark, though, to me, and this was the one that Wes and Mike were talking about, and I was like thinking right along with them because they were talking about the dime, and my first thought was, okay, do you put Martinez on the island and run the dime, and just tell him, listen, we're counting on you. We're counting on you. It's baptism by fire, baby, and we trust you. Or do you give him help and stay nickel, whatever you want to do after that? I love the idea, and I guess this is just the risk taker in me. I love the idea of sitting down with Blake Martinez and saying, listen, buddy, you did great in the preseason. This is the real deal now. You got Chris Ivory. He's a ground and pounder. He's a big boy. You got Yeldon. We are going to be counting on you to handle that situation, and we are going to shut down this offense because we're going to be able to get coverage sack after coverage sack if we can stay in nickel and dime for the most part during this game. And Sam Barrington, I caught this just kind of, maybe some of you saw this. Someone please, is this... Jared said, won't someone please think of the children, drink the coffee? Oh, gosh, this is awesome. I got hazelnut today, Jared. I am always a straight up coffee guy. I don't like flavored coffees, but sometimes in the fall, maybe you're the same way. Sometimes in the fall, I like the hazelnut. For some reason, it makes me think of football. So I got hazelnut. Maybe it smells like leaves. I don't know, but that's what I got going today. Everybody wanted me to drink the coffee. Thank you. I wanted to drink the coffee too. But anyway, if Martinez goes in there, and the kid's going to make some mistakes, but if he goes in there, and this is what I caught, this report that Sam Barrington on his way out, really, as in what I think is an extremely classy move, said that Blake Martinez was the best communicator that he had worked with. And that really bodes well, not just for this kid, but for our offense. Again, if we baptize Martinez by fire against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I think we will be able to perhaps handle. Remember, their offensive line is in flux. Their running game is something that has needed improvement. That's why they brought in Chris Ivory. If we can stick him on the island and put the pressure on him and he responds, just think of how much in-game regular season experience he is going to get for that next game against the Minnesota Vikings when he's got to try to handle Adrian Peterson, and then we can give him more help. You know you're not going to do that you're not going to be able to carry out that same game plan against Adrian Peterson and the Minnesota Vikings because of their line and because of their running back. I don't care who the quarterback is. You end up stacking the box and oftentimes dropping a safety in and hitting 9 and et cetera, et cetera. So Martinez gets the experience in this game and then gets the help in game 2. This is how I would like to see this sequenced. We'll see. I expect that Dom Capers and our coaching staff is more conservative than that. And of course, we're going to mix things up. There will be unscouted looks that we haven't seen. Hey, Mike's getting a Martinez jersey. Anybody else out there getting a Martinez jersey? Number 50. It'd be great to see an awesome number 50. I don't trash A.J. Hawk because he's basically the number 1 tackler in Packer history. But I think AJ, the cut on AJ Hawk was more where he got got chosen than anything else. But I love this Martinez kid. He's a smart kid. He has picked it all up. Yeah, I've watched Miles Jack. We'll see. I got a we'll see on that. The Jacksonville linebackers, Rick, were not impressive to me so far. But we'll see. We're gonna see a whole bunch of different looks. So we'll see. Yeah, I was hoping for Ramsey myself. But this Martinez kid may be the best value Ted's got in this draft at this point. So we'll see. Abbrederis hits the. We got Abbrederis mentioned by Tyler out there, who comes on the show a lot. He has jumped ahead of Ty Montgomery in the depth chart again, just in case you hadn't seen that little note. However, it's in that spot. It's not a huge deal. They're both going to get plenty of reps, I think, at that point when they're needed. And of course, Ty Montgomery can always come back in. And Anthony says Hawk was a great locker room guy. Yeah, and I love and a class act, just all around as far as I'm concerned. But again, very happy about Blake Martinez, and I'm actually one of those guys. And again, I tend to do things that I think the Packers staff probably would not ever do. But one of them is just look the kid in the eye and say, listen, buddy, this is it. Go in there and get him. This is what you do. They called you Machinez. Now get out there and be a tackling machine. We are going to need you to cover. We are going to need you to hit the field running. We are going to need you to drill some people and lay the wood. Now get out there and do it. There are going to be times when you don't have help. When that guy comes your way, you put him on the ground. And then go out and let the kid do his thing. He's going to make some mistakes. We know that. There are going to be plays where he is out of position. There are going to be gaps, improper gap shot that he shoots, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But look at all the game tape and all the learning that takes place. You learn more from your mistakes than you do from your successes, period. And that guy could be improved drastically even by week 2 for the game against the Minnesota Vikings, which I think is the real test for whether Martinez is going to be able to have staying power in this league. Is he's going to have a chance to play against an Adrian Peterson. I think that actually bodes well for him, because if he was in a weaker division or a division that didn't have that kind of a running back, he may not get that kind of experience. So I'm trying to read the comments. So anyway, that's kind of my thinking on the defense. We've got a deep defensive backfield. Jacksonville, they're going to look to Allen Hurns, and they're going to look to Julius Thomas, their tight end. I think that Julius Thomas is one of those guys we have to be concerned about, because, again, one of the question marks for our defense is, can we see how our new core of inside run linebackers in particular handles those pass protection duties when they get mismatched? Can they handle pass protection? Or can they handle coverage duties? That's still a question mark out there. This is part of the reason that we've had this turnover in our linebacker position, is we want guys that can cover tight ends, et cetera, et cetera. And those matches are mismatches that other teams are looking for to try to get us into right now, because they know we've been historically weak in that aspect of the game. If we can pass that test again, it's going to look really good, especially if we can keep Martinez as the inside linebacker. Now we got defensive backfields all over the place back there. It makes it much more difficult for them to sneak somebody out that doesn't have, and get them one-on-one with a mismatch that doesn't have any help. And that, again, if we can handle the tight end position, and this Julius Thomas, if we can handle him, I think it bodes very well for us right now. So it's looking pretty positive to me. There's still some question marks out there, and of course, I'm going to give my prediction in a little more depth tomorrow. Rick Motti says he's going to go live at the game before kickoff. Well, you're going to be in competition, man, because I'm going live before kickoff. I need to be down there. We need to go live together. That's what we need to be doing. But again, Jacksonville Jaguars coming up Sunday. Packers regular season begins. Tonight we have football. Tomorrow's Prediction Friday. Roll into a weekend of Packer football where it really matters. I don't know that it gets a whole lot better than this because there's so much anticipation. And when you start the season, nothing's gone wrong. So it's just awesome to be a Packer fan right now. I hope you guys have a great Thursday. I'll be on tonight. We're going to be talking about the big game tonight, the big game regular season opener, and the big game with United Games that we are rolling out. And then I am going to be posting, remember, tonight. This is coffee, Anthony. Nectar of the gods. So we're going to be rolling out also the United Games. I'm going to be posting a video where you can now preview the game. Remember, this is a one-handed game. It is graphical, very professional, but it is not going to overtax you if you are out having to make your picks and you got to be on your data plan. It's extremely balanced in the way this gameplay is, and you don't have to put down your coffee to play the game. It's made for one-handed play. You are going to play live. You're not going to pick players from other teams. You're going to play with your Packers. You're going to play along with the games that you choose to play. You're going to make coaching calls, you're going to score points, and you will win prizes, all right? Adam, I'll do predictions for tonight's matchup. I will do later on tonight, okay? So I'm going to come on live about 7:30 CST, I do believe, and we'll get that taken care of. Yeah, if you do want to sign up for the game, that is by invitation only because this thing is not available in the Play Store. It has not been built. Tonight, they will begin beta testing on tonight's game. So if you sign up now, you will know the game that is coming to you is the very one that they are working the bugs out of right now on these regular season games. You can't find it anywhere. You have to get an invitation. Just go to greenbaypackernation.com. We pin that post to the top because it has been going crazy. Green Bay Packers, Packer Nations League, which we don't have a name for yet, is going to be awesome. We're going to kick butt and take names out there, which is great because we are champions in every way. But just jump on, get the app before the game even comes out. Click on that post. There's a short form, name, phone number, email. That's all I need. You will get a personal email from me. And it'll walk you through, like, what sports do you like? Because, again, this game is going to have a bunch. Yes, once you sign up, I have to contact you. And keep in mind, when you fill this out, you're not going to get the game because the game it's not out yet. What you are going to then get is be notified for the game. And the other thing you get is everyone who signs up now will get some perks from the game because you signed up early. And that will be retroactive for anyone who signs up before the game comes out in October, okay? So jump on greenbaypackernation.com, just click the get the app before the game comes out, fill out the short form, and you will be in to win, okay? So I'm going to close up with that. Guys, I hope you all jump on. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your coffee. I'm actually drinking a little more. It's a little later than I usually do. It's almost 11 o'clock here. So have a great day. Dante says Packers rock from Buffalo, Wyoming. Wow, I haven't been out in Wyoming for a while. Phil is asking where his ring is sleeping today. Phil? Oh, it feels so good. This thing is heavy, man. This thing is heavy. There it is. It's going to be won by somebody. And I got this hunch. I keep like smack talking like I'm just going to win and keep it, but I got a feeling I'm going to get blown. I got a feeling I'm going to be just trying to float on the leaderboard, stay on the leaderboard by the time all is said and done, which is one thing I absolutely love about this game. And again, you will see that leaderboard live tonight. It's going to be just a piece of what you can do on this game, but it's the leaderboard just drives me. I can't wait. Cannot wait. And I'm going to do everything I can to stay on there because I'm not a gamer, guys. There's going to be some gamers out there that are going to hopefully kick my butt. Precious is right here. And, oh, by the way, I am spelling Precious, Preshis. So if you see that, that's because it's precious. And so, but here it is, folks. You go to greenbaypackernation.com. Let's see if it can focus. It's like really whited out on my screen. You go to greenbaypackernation.com. You just click on the top post. It'll say get the app before the game comes out. Fill out the short form, name, phone number, email. And I'll get off right now, I guess, and check them, because usually when I get off the show, a lot of people sign up and want to get that in. Anthony says, love that ring. Guys, this was brought to you, by the way, by Trent, who jumps on the show here. And I don't know if Trent's still on, because he's probably working at the store in John Live store. You can give Trent a heart right now if you like this ring. This is from Mauston Jewelry. This is one of the last bastions of full-service jewelry store in Mauston. If you are anywhere in Wisconsin, I recommend you need a ring, a wedding ring, engagement ring. If you're a guy and you want to just pick up a really good watch and you want to get advice from somebody who's done it for a long time, and who will service what they sell. I mean, you can't even find that in America anymore. So give Trent a heart for bringing this to you. Here's how it went down, guys. I told Trent my idea. I said, we've got this game coming out. We're so excited about it, but we want to have a trophy that just blows the doors off of everyone else. And by the next morning, Trent said, how about this? And he had the Precious. And that's all that there was to it, folks. So the guy knows his stuff. This is a family member, so but I am telling you straight up, face to face, you will not be dissatisfied going to Mauston Jewelry in Thayer's Jewelry. I'm sorry, Mauston Jewelry. Thayer's Jewelers in Mauston. Great guys, and it's really in reach. If you're in La Crosse, Black River Falls, if you're down in Madison, if you're from even up in Eau Claire has a few, I'm sure, that are similar, but Trent and my Uncle Craig and those guys, they take care of you. And not only that, but they're a lot of fun. So if you like having fun, sounds good. Tyler, looks like you're in. I will look forward to that, and I'll send you something off, okay? Tammy said, just signed up. Easy. Very good. I'll be catching up with you in just a minute. I'm going to do those right after I get off so that hopefully you don't have a long wait time. MJ is saying, can't wait to have my Precious at home on my desk. Dang, I got to tell you, dude, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to have to put up a video tonight, but you move a light across this thing and it sparkles, folks. This looks fantastic on your desk. I kid you not. One thing I was going to mention too, and this is something that it's a concern for me. If you're a guy and you want a really nice watch, I don't know if I mentioned that, but go to Thayer's Jewelry. They will hook you up with a gorgeous watch, which again, there's so much technology out there that a lot of guys aren't buying those anymore, but a watch makes you look so sophisticated. They're awesome. I'm still a big, even analog watch kind of guy. So anyway, that's something they can hook you up with. That's neither here nor there, but the Precious belongs to me. All right, sign up at www.greenbaypackernation.com, guys. I'll catch you all later. And me and the Precious, we got to head out. We got some work to do. We have, we've got some hobbits we need to fend off, and we're going to climb in a cave here for just a minute. Talk to you later. Go Pack. Get the ring.